Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. Pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Look around you. Connect with the energy of this space, with the shared humanity that binds us together. We are a collection of stories waiting to be told, a symphony of experiences interwoven into the grand tapestry of life. And at the heart of every story, at the core of every experience, lies one unifying element: resilience. But what is resilience, truly? It's a word we hear often, sometimes bandied about casually. But resilience is far more than just bouncing back after a setback, more than just weathering a storm. It's a profound, active, and ongoing process of adaptation, growth, and transformation in the face of adversity. It's the quiet, unwavering voice within that whispers, "I can, I will, I must," even when the external world screams, "Give up, surrender, you're not strong enough." Resilience isn't about avoiding the hardships that life inevitably throws our way. To believe that is to live in a fantasy. Life will present us with challenges, with disappointments, with moments that test the very limits of our endurance. The loss of a loved one, the sting of betrayal, the burden of financial struggles, the agonizing pain of illness, these are all part of the human experience. These are the trials by fire that forge our character, shape our perspective, and reveal the true depths of our inner strength. Instead, resilience is about how we respond to those hardships. It's about choosing to rise above our circumstances, to learn from our mistakes, to embrace our vulnerabilities, and to emerge not just unscathed, but stronger, wiser, and more compassionate than before. It's about finding meaning in our suffering, turning our pain into purpose, and using our experiences to inspire and uplift others. It's about recognizing that even in the darkest of nights, the dawn will eventually break. Think of the mighty bamboo. It bends, it sways, it sways. It seems on the verge of breaking under the force of the wind, yet it remains rooted, flexible, and ultimately unbreakable. It yields to the storm, but it never surrenders. This is the essence of resilience, the ability to adapt, to adjust, to find strength in flexibility, and to emerge even more resilient after the storm has passed. Many believe that resilience is an innate trait, a gift bestowed upon a fortunate few. While some individuals may be naturally inclined towards a more optimistic outlook or a greater sense of self-belief, the truth is that resilience is a skill, a set of habits, a collection of attitudes that can be cultivated and strengthened over time. It's like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. So, how do we build this inner muscle? How do we unlock our own unbreakable spirit? Let's explore some key strategies. First, cultivate unwavering self-awareness. This is the cornerstone of resilience. To navigate the challenges of life effectively, we must first understand ourselves, our strengths and weaknesses, our values and beliefs, our triggers and coping mechanisms. We must be honest with ourselves about our limitations and be willing to seek help when needed. Self-awareness allows us to recognize when we are struggling, to identify the root causes of our stress, and to take proactive steps to address our challenges before they overwhelm us. Practice mindfulness. Journal your thoughts and feelings. Seek feedback from trusted friends and mentors. All these practices can help deepen your self-awareness. Next, master the power of positive self-talk. The internal dialogue that runs through our minds is incredibly powerful. It can be our greatest ally or our most formidable enemy. If we constantly bombard ourselves with negative thoughts, "I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, this is all my fault," we are actively sabotaging our own resilience. Instead, we must learn to challenge those negative thoughts, to replace them with positive affirmations, and to speak to ourselves with the same kindness, compassion, and encouragement that we would offer to a dear friend. Remind yourself of your strengths, Celebrate your accomplishments and focus on your potential. Another critical element is building and nurturing strong soul connections. Humans are inherently social beings. We thrive in community, in connection, in belonging. Having a supportive network of family, friends, mentors, and colleagues can provide us with a sense of validation, encouragement, and perspective. When we face challenges, it's essential to reach out to our support system, to share our burdens, and to allow others to help us carry the load. Remember, you are not alone. Furthermore, cultivate a profound sense of purpose and meaning in your life. What are your core values? What are you passionate about? What impact do you want to have on the world? Defining your purpose provides you with a compass to guide you through the storms of life. It gives you a reason to get out of bed in the morning, even when you don't feel like it. It fuels your motivation, strengthens your resolve, and allows you to persevere through even the most daunting obstacles. Develop the ability to adapt and embrace change. The only constant in life is change, and resisting it is a recipe for frustration and disappointment. Instead, cultivate a mindset of flexibility, openness, and adaptability. Embrace new challenges as opportunities for growth. Learn from unexpected setbacks and be willing to adjust your plans as needed. Remember, sometimes the greatest opportunities arise from the most unexpected detours. And perhaps most importantly, prioritize self-care relentlessly. Resilience is not about pushing yourself to the brink of exhaustion. It's about nurturing your well-being on all levels: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. This means prioritizing sleep, eating nutritious food, exercising regularly, practicing mindfulness, engaging in activities that bring you joy, and setting healthy boundaries to protect your time and energy. Self-care is not selfish, it's essential. It's the foundation upon which resilience is built. Let's consider some inspiring examples of individuals who have embodied the unbreakable spirit. Imagine Viktor Frankl, the Austrian psychiatrist who survived the horrors of the Holocaust. Stripped of everything, his possessions, his family, his freedom, he discovered that the one thing that could never be taken away from him was his freedom to choose his own attitude. He found meaning in his suffering by choosing to focus on helping others, by finding beauty in the midst of despair, and by maintaining hope for the future. His experience led him to develop logotherapy, a school of psychotherapy based on the belief that meaning is the primary motivation for human existence. Reflect on the life of Malala Yousafzai, the Pakistani activist who was shot by Taliban for advocating for girls' education. Despite facing death threats and enduring unimaginable trauma, Malala refused to be silenced. She continued to speak out for the right of every girl to an education, becoming a global symbol of courage, resilience, and hope. She reminds us that even in the face of the greatest adversity, one voice can make a world of difference. Consider the story of Stephen Hawking, the brilliant physicist who battled amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, for over 5 decades. Confined to a wheelchair and able to speak without the aid of a computer, Hawking continued to make groundbreaking contributions to our understanding of the universe. His unwavering intellect, his relentless curiosity, and his indomitable spirit serve as an inspiration to us all. These are just a few examples of the countless individuals throughout history who have demonstrated extraordinary resilience in the face of extraordinary challenges. Their stories remind us that we all possess the potential to overcome adversity, to find meaning in suffering, and to emerge stronger, wiser, and more compassionate than before. But resilience is not just about individual triumphs. It's also about building stronger, more connected, and more compassionate communities. When we cultivate resilience in ourselves and others, we create a ripple effect of positivity, hope, and empowerment. We inspire others to believe in their own potential. We create a more supportive environment for those who are struggling, and we contribute to a world where resilience thrives. So, how can we foster resilience in our communities? We can start by practicing empathy and compassion. We can listen without judgment, offer support without condition, and treat each other with kindness and respect. We can create safe spaces where people feel comfortable sharing their struggles, asking for help, and celebrating their successes. We can promote mental health awareness, reduce stigma, and provide access to resources for those who need them. We can encourage acts of service, volunteerism, and community engagement. Ultimately, building a resilient community is about creating a culture of connection, support, and hope. It's about recognizing that we are all in this together, that we all have something to offer, and that we all have the power to make a difference. In closing, let us remember that the unbreakable spirit is not a mythical ideal. It is a very real, very powerful force that resides within each and every one of us. It is the source of our strength, our courage, and our hope. It is the engine that drives us forward, even when the road ahead seems impossible. Let us cultivate our own resilience. Let us nurture the resilience of those around us. And let us create a world where the unbreakable spirit shines brightly in every heart. Thank you. Go forth and be resilient. Go forth and be the embodiment of the unbreakable. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Success Mindset.